Unpacking the Buddha's First Discourse. Episode 3. Suffering. First, what do we even mean by unpacking? We can define unpacking as the intense scrutiny of traditional Buddhist and Zen texts. A scrutiny that often breaks down the text sentence by sentence, term by term, and occasionally word by word. And why even unpack at all? Because not all of us have the opportunity to regularly engage with a living, breathing, enlightened teacher. Understanding that in the Zen tradition, it's this engagement that substitutes for the critical reading of the traditional texts. And so, for those who don't have the opportunity to regularly engage with a living teacher, there must be a return to the traditional texts as teacher. And with that return is the understanding that the texts are best approached as sequences of riddles, or perhaps as sequences of landmines. And these riddles must be reconciled, these landmines cleared, if we are to truly make progress. Let's continue. Consider the following text excerpted from the sutta. Setting in motion the wheel of the Dhamma. Now, this, bhikkhus, is the noble truth of suffering. Birth is suffering. Aging is suffering. Illness is suffering. Death is suffering. Union with what is displeasing is suffering. Separation from what is pleasing is suffering. Not to get what one wants is suffering. In brief, the 5 aggregates subject to clinging are suffering. And in aiding in the unpacking of this brief excerpt, we might consider a handful of questions. First, the Buddha lists specific life experiences: birth, aging, illness, and death as forms of suffering. Why might these be included? And how do they challenge common assumptions about what constitutes a good life? Next, how does the phrase union with what is displeasing is suffering relate to everyday human experiences? What might the separation from what is pleasing is suffering suggest about attachment in the context of this teaching? How does the idea of not to get what one wants is suffering reflect the Buddha's view on desire? And finally, the Buddha concludes with, in brief, the 5 aggregates subject to clinging are suffering. What are the 5 aggregates? And why is clinging to them considered the core of suffering rather than the aggregates themselves? And so, we're now into the meat of Buddha's first discourse. More to come.